do 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 do. All right, I believe this is working. It says encoding is overloaded, which has become the norm. But yeah, hello everybody. This is Freud Boba here. Well, I'm not here just yet. Well, I am here, but I'm just making sure that everything is all right, so we don't have any silly occurrences when the live stream happens. So, Brighton Mainline is today's special. I bought this route along with a different train in the Christmas sale, and I haven't gotten the opportunity to drive it until now. Well, I obviously I had this route in my library. I just never touched it because I want to wait to do this. So far we have Seth Goff from Wheelhouse Entertainment. Hello everybody, welcome to the show. So Train Simulator is going to be happening in a few minutes. I was just editing a video, which is going to be coming out pretty soon. So let me hope that I can save thingies, because I want to try not to have 7 billion windows open when I'm doing the live stream, because you know what happens when that happens. Terrible things. So yeah, so I'm not gonna run the risk of something terrible happening, so I'm just gonna save my progress in the editor and then begin the show. So yeah, so Seth Goff and Willows Entertainment. Hello everybody. Welcome once again, welcome to the show. Yeah, we're indeed starting in 3 minutes and something amount of seconds. I'm not sure. I'm currently looking at YouTube right now actually, so on my mobile device, so it's slightly delayed, but I guess it's not too bad. So let me put all this to desktop and okay, who's gonna save that? Yeah, because I would leave the editor open just so I can get back to it later, or Windows Live Movie Maker. I guess is what I'm using to edit this upcoming video that I have here. It's quite a long video. 985 subscribers. We are only 15 subscribers away from 1,000. Can we reach 1,000 subscribers by the time we reach 6 years on YouTube? That would be just a great achievement. Okay, alright, good. So I can save that. I can close that down. Close this out now. So let's see. So we have so yeah, put those over there. I'll just put those over there for now. Okay, so I can close out this folder. I already have the game up and running, so there's no need to worry about any extra waiting time. And thankfully this time, we don't have any problems in the background, so this should be a nice, swift show, or should I move swiftly? Oh dear. Let's see. To the frame rate and train sim. Oh, there we go. Just need to catch itself up there. Yeah. I might as well begin the live stream now because there's really not much point in waiting any longer. So I'm gonna turn on the desktop audio because there's no point in leaving it off. And I guess right now I should show you Train Simulator. So here we. Oh no, snaz. I guess we'll stop that. Say. Stop with that show now. Guess now we'll bring down the countdown. Okay, that's more like it. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. So, how was everybody today? I'm doing pretty good myself. I've spent today finishing off today's scenario that I'm going to be driving for this video. 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, we're underway for the live stream, goodness. So I can close out Snaz. Because the only programs that'll have opened up today will be Firefox, OBS, and obviously Train Sim. So let's make sure that everything. Okay, here we go. So, all right, hello everybody. We are in London, Victoria. Frame rate is very nice today, which is not regular. Although London to Brighton is an older route. Let's see. Let's take a look at the live stream frame rate. I think the live stream or OBS have to catch up with Train Simulator, so the frame rate can actually be good. Try to look this way. Our train will be coming in shortly. It's going to be coming around that corner. All the lights are red. I'm guessing everyone's going up on strike, so let's see. Right. The OBS isn't saying anything about encoding going wrong. So hopefully the frame rate actually works today. I'm hoping that as soon as the train arrives, the frame rate will have caught itself up, and it kind of is, although YouTube is slightly buffering. I'm not sure if that's either a problem with OBS or Train Sim or the movie itself. See, now it's saying encoding overloaded. There. Here comes our train for the day. So starting out with a 375. Ooh, frame rate is nice in the game, but isn't nice in the live stream. I guess we're gonna find out shortly when the train gets closer to the station. So we're starting off in London Victoria for today. And it seems that our train for the day will be coming up or pulling in on this platform as I scheduled it to do so. Oh, it's gonna be right next to us. We were in the right place before. Okay, that's fine. Here comes our train for the day. It's a Class 377 Electrostar. Yes, indeed, today it's gonna be have some fun stuff with the Electrostar. Oh, of course YouTube's gonna be stupid and just go offline for no apparent reason at all. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks. I really appreciate that. YouTube is so slow that it chooses to just go out of... Oh my goodness. I hate YouTube so much. I hate YouTube and the live stream system. It is so bad. Yeah, live stream is low. No, the output should be fine. I don't know why you're messing up like this. Of course, when I acknowledge the existence of it, it actually works now. Okay, let's see what happens. Trade for the day. 377. Pulling into London Victoria. Double set, isn't it? No, wait, is it triple set? I don't know. Well, coincidentally, it's 377213. That's something we did. Let's click on our train for the day. Or at least one of our trains for the day. We're actually going to be driving 2 trains during this live stream, but this is the first one of the day. Let's quickly get into the cab. Oops. We need to switch cabs. Good. Not the alerter. So we got... So this train has like a two-tone horn type thing, although it also has a whistle. So... Oops. That key is already in. Oh, this one doesn't have that cool stuff planned. Oh. Okay. So let's just open up the doors. Looks like the live stream frame rate is catching up with itself. I hope it does. It seems that the train arriving into London Victoria, that sequence was a bit messed up, but hopefully the frame rate overall actually works. This live stream is going to move my camera around the cab. Hopefully the game doesn't freeze up on me, so let's just moving it around so I can test the frame rate out. It's a bit laggy for the most part. Hopefully it will get better as soon as we go along. There's a man on the... Okay, so it seems that the door has opened up, or the doors have closed. Let's drive away. Yeah, launch frame rate isn't too bad. Is the sound working? Okay, good. My voice is indeed working. Yeah, this train is supposed to have a two-tone horn, but I guess when they made the Electrostars back in 2012, or when they made the original Electrostar back in 2012, they said instead of having a two-tone horn, we'll have a play once horn, and the B key will be the default whistle. Instead, I don't know. I kind of wish they put more effort into the horn and they just have a two-tone horn like they have. Like the space bar plays one of the horns, and the B key plays the other horn, and the N key plays the bell. That would have been better, actually. We're thinking, will I mod this train? Well, I don't know. So the frame rate in the train simulator is actually pretty good for today. Let's see, live stream. Our frame rate on the live stream is not up to par. Maybe it's just because we're in London, Victoria. And this is London to Brighton, not the South London Network route, just in case you're wondering. Yeah, there's a set of... Oh, 3-7. That's weird. I thought I put down a 8-car consist, but it seems that I put down a 12-car consist. Whatever. Took a look at the rear end, you can see I messed around with the numbers and stuff. As I changed to 387, so now it looks a lot like a 37. Although, you know, the Electrostars, you know, basically the 37... Well, there's 3 different types of things that look like this. There's the 377, 375, 379, and 387. And there are a couple of other trains in the Electrostar family, which sound the same but look a bit different. But I thought I originally put down an 8-car consist, but I guess a 12-car consist will do. So we are on our way to Brighton. No stops on the way, we're just going. Yeah. Also, if you're wondering, unfortunately, I don't own the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack for the 377 Electrostar, so, fortunately, we'll have to deal with default sounds for today. But to be honest, the default sounds of the train really aren't that bad. Like, you know, I've heard some people say, "Oh, the default 377 sounds awful," but to be honest, it really isn't all that bad. Switching over to Battersea Park. You know, people say, "Oh, the 377 sounds awful" for several reasons, but again, the default 377 it doesn't really sound that bad here. What's this? So you can see right through the track. That's not very good. I love British DMUs. Interesting. Well, this isn't actually a DMU. This is an EMU. But British DMUs, they are cool. But I'm more of an electric train fan. Save problems in the scenario just in case the game crashes for whatever reason. Seems that the frame rate has caught up on the live stream, which is a good thing. Yeah. Also, seems that this depot whistle in the 377 is ripped directly from the class something Madrid flip that counts with Isle of Wight. What was it saying? You know those trains, the tube stock subway trains, with the Isle of Wight. Those trains, though, that whistle is ripped directly from them and put onto this train, which is not realistic in case you guys are wondering. Let's see. So we have Theo Litter says, "I think PTG rail is better." Well, excuse me. Yeah, Theo Lid Deard. That's a last name I can't pronounce. Must be someone from a foreign country. Yes, indeed. Also, actually, no, you didn't even spell it right. It says PGT. It's PTG Rail, so... Yeah, Theo Litter, you just provided a classic example of a fanboy comment. Yes, indeed. It says, "Keep calm and love personal." That's what it says in his, avatar. But, clearly, he's not doing that right now. Yeah, 85% fall. Hang on, let me just check. So it seems that it's between... Yeah, 62 and 100%, okay. Oh, I have a car set reminder, that's kind of cool. Make sure you set that to 12 car, because this is a 12 car consist. Kind of cool they have like a reminder I like that part. So, you know, all these trains, they look the same, but, you know, there's different types of sets, like, you know, like you've got electric stars that run in 4-car sets, 8-car sets, and 12-car sets. That's pretty cool. Let's get a flyby shot somewhere. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, let's just, is it on this side? Yep, okay, let's do a flyby view. Cool. Quite cool how, you know, it just goes by. Let's see. What else on team it says? Did you know a YouTuber named, Verse... something? Yeah, I know him. Although he's a, well, let's say that I don't like him too much. Oh, look at that! The frame on the live stream actually caught up. That's cool. Like, you actually saw that train go by in awesome fashion and stuff like that. Let's do that again, actually. Fine, we'll go with overhead for this time. That's pretty cool. Now coming through Wandsworth Common, platform 3. Platform. This train is now scheduled to go through platform 3. Yes, indeed. Ooh, quite cool. It's on the banking. Let's watch this go by in epic fashion. That's cool. Down to 70. This is Belham, platform 3. That line right there. These overhead shots, kind of want some flyby shots, but is we going the right way? Yeah, we should be. I quite like these electro stars, I'll say. Electro stars, they're cool. They're, you know, definitely a cool part, in British rail history stuff, I guess. And there's there's a total of 7 different electro stars, but there are 4 of them which look exactly like this, like the 377. In fact, I think I've already said that, but oh well. And I believe, however, the 387 is going to be the last train that's a part of the Electro Star family after that. After this, I think now they have the Class 700, which I believe is part of the Desiro family of trains. I'm not entirely sure. It's being built by Siemens. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like a... I don't even know in the first place. Actually, the Desiro family of trains, are they made by, Siemens or something? I believe so. I'm not super knowledgeable on the... Well, I am kind of knowledgeable on the Desiro trains. Like, you know, there's the Zeros. Although, as far as I know, on the Desiro family of trains, there's the 360, 444, 450, and 350. I'm not sure if there's any more of the Desiro trains, but those are all the ones in Train Simulator. If there are more, then, well, maybe you guys will correct me on that. But I could probably go on Wikipedia and check. 70 miles per hour. And by the way, right now we're on the slow line, actually, because we're actually going to be going there and back again here on today's adventure. So we're going to be checking out the slow line and the fast line. So if you feel like we're going a bit slow right now, we're actually going about 70 miles per hour. Ooh, what's the passenger view like? No passenger view. Okay. This train is old. There's no passenger view. Lovely. Thank you, Train Simulator, for not putting a passenger view into the 377. Actually, I do believe they did put a passenger view in this train, later on, like when they released the 375 Electro Star with, or, actually no, when they made like the first Capital Connect 377 Electro Star, they actually added in a passenger view. And then, in the 375 reskin, which was the blue one, they put in the passenger view in all 4 of the coaches. But this train, yeah, but however, this is actually the first ever, like, Electrostar of this type that they put into Train Simulator, so it's got the oldest textures and stuff like that. Like, some of the textures on this train are a bit weird, but, there's this on the door, which is weird. It's not in service. This train is in service. How do I set the destination board? Actually, no. Hello there, Ultra HD Gaming. This is and Travel. Hello there. Yeah, there's nothing on the, I don't know. Or maybe, I bet you that there is a way to set the destination, I just don't know. What's that do? Shoes down, paragraph up. Oh, that's how you can do the paragraph. That's pretty cool. Headlights, tail lights. Yeah, there's no way to set the destination. This thing over here doesn't even work. As we get an AWS alarm, things are slowing down. Yeah, there probably is a way to set the destination on this train. Yeah, I just don't know how it works. I'll definitely play a few of the career scenarios on this route. Actually, what is over here? Man, none of this actually works. All this is just static. I mean, this train is actually very old. Like London to Brighton, the route itself was released back in 2012, and this train first came with it. This train came with it. So, both things are about the same age. Like, this train goes all the way back to 2012 as well. And, to be honest, since then, it hasn't had that much improvement. So, there probably is a way to set the destination board on the train, but I just can't figure it out. That's the window. Coming into East Croydon. Let's check this bit over here. That does actually bring out the window, which is kind of cool. So, now going over the junction. It's coming into East Croydon. Well, it seems this train has very sharp brakes. Like, as soon as you come off the brake, the train stops slowing down, which is pretty cool. So this train's actually quite responsive. Either that or that's just how they program it in a train simulator. I don't know if that reflects on this train in real life. Right through East Croydon. Really cool place. Also, I'm really not that big of a fan of the run sounds on this train. They're a bit unrealistic. So, I might actually try to modify this train and change the run sounds. Instead, just use the ones off the class, well, different train, I guess. I'm about to go into 60 miles per hour speed limit and 90, which is interesting. My stream frame rate is not that bad, actually. I mean, it could be better, but it's not bad. I'm coming into South Croydon. I'm entering at 90. Not sure how fast we'll be able to go, because, again, we will be going on the slow line, so I'm not sure how fast we'll be able to go. South Croydon. I believe this is actually where the South London network ends. That's interesting. Yeah. Also, in the South London network add-on, it would have been nice if they also put in this train, in this livery. You know, just as a little thing for AI. You know. I don't know, maybe someone has actually done a third-party reskin of the 377 in this livery, but it was compatible with the one with the Electrostar on the South London Network DLC. You know, we have a double yellow. I don't know why that is. I'm gonna just go 0% throttle for right now. I don't know why we are coming up on a double yellow. I'm gonna go with 0% throttle just in case it might be a red. Maybe it's just warning us about a lower speed or something. That's a single yellow. Is it because we're slowing? Oh, maybe because we're going into interlocking. Maybe that's why. Okay, let's go down to 45. Actually, yeah. Okay, maybe it's because of a lower speed limit that's going to be occurring soon, because we're going to be switching on to the other track or something. Yep, exactly as I predicted. Just going to slow down to the 45. I'm not actually sure what the speed limit is for interlocking here on this route, but I guess we're about to find out. It's 45 on most routes, so that's how much I'm going to slow down to for right now. Yep. So we are crossing over, as said by that signal. Speed limit is 25. Wait, what? Isn't it 25? I actually have no idea. Yep, 25. That's the speed limit. Okay. I'll know for the future. Also, notice back here, where'd it go? I thought I saw grass on one of these tracks. Oh, there we go. Yep, there's some grass on the track I had seen. That's not grass. Yeah, it is grass. Not sure why there's grass or weeds in the middle of the main line. That's a bit unsafe. Anyways, now we're going through Pearly, so we can speed up again. Here we go. Alright. Okay, up to the 80 we go. That is a 75. Oh dear. The speed limits are going to be a bit inconsistent, aren't they? Probably. More weeds on the track. I want to get a flyby on the tracks. Okay, let's try something else. There we go. That's cool. This came across pretty well on the live stream. I'm impressed. Thank you for not completely messing everything up, OBS. About 90. Okay, here we go. See how fast the thing can go. You're on a 90. I can't really hurt that much, so let's just see how fast we can go. Let's see how fast this train can go. I believe it has a top speed of something, but we're gonna see how fast it can really go. Yes, indeed. We were on the slow line, but we're gonna go fast. Underneath the bridge with some of those, I think. Wood fences. Oops. And we've placed my into the train. We're now officially sunk into a valley as we're about to enter a tunnel. That looks pretty unrealistic though. Yep. Of course there's an 80 coming up. We're going to try our best to ignore it. Oh, wanting it to give us a 70 and stuff like that. That's mean. That's mean of you, Train Simulator. Why would you do that? Well, it's not really Train Simulator, it's more so the route, but still, it's mean. But still, we're going to try to go as fast as we possibly can. Oh, yeah. Okay. Fine, I'll go 0% for now. Just gonna coast. I wanna see how far this train can go, though. Look at that. That's a nice high bridge right there. Yeah, I'll say there's a few scenic parts in this route that actually look pretty cool. As we're now going to the 80. Oh my god, brakes. Ooh, what's this? Well, that's kind of cool. There's an incomplete grade crossing. Yeah, even though this route is pretty old now, it's got quite some nice detail. In fact, I believe this route was released about 5, almost 6 years ago, so it's pretty old. But could be worse. Come on, we can go faster than this. And we have another 75. And we should go 100% throttle then. Yeah, of course this isn't counting down or anything. But oh well. As long as we get to Brighton, I'm completely fine with whatever happens today. Yes, indeed. So what's a good throttle percentage? I think, yeah, 39 will do. And I'll 20. Okay. We'll cruise at this speed until we reach the 75. That's 6 people watching, that's pretty cool. On Brighton down slow Red Hill, then Earlswood Station, another 90 miles per hour speed limit. Well, this is pretty cool. We're going right in the middle of the station. That's pretty cool. Because I believe starting now, this section, in fact, this is where the two lines merge into one. Look at that. It goes off to the right, or the left. These tracks, and then they go somewhere. Okay, I'm going faster now. Let's check the map real quick and see where we are. Yeah, this is where the line goes straight, so I think now we're just gonna go fast now. Look at that. Yeah, so I think from here on till Brighton, the slow line and the fast line merge into one line. So we're gonna go faster now. Speed through Earlswood. Actually, no, that's the fast line. Actually, no, these are two different lines at all. I don't know what's going on. Okay, heading to the 90. Let's see how fast this thing can go. I believe now it's 90 from here on out to Brighton. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, the clicking sounds or the joint sounds. They're called joint sounds when the wheels go over the track. It actually sounds kind of cool, but at the same time not particularly realistic. At the end of the day, there's no real proper run sound, so I might try to modify those when I get the chance. Because those sound kind of unrealistic, let's say. I think it is possible to modify those after you change some stuff around in the coding and stuff. I haven't actually attempted it yet, but I think I know what needs to be done. Yeah, speaking of modding, it's now officially been a year since I last released a mod for Train Simulator, whether it be sound mod or something like that, but this year I do plan to release some more mods like that, so I'm going to all the stations and stuff like that. So this is actually pretty cool. So yeah, so even though we're in the 90, we are still going on the slow line in a way, but we can go fast now. But as I was saying, I do plan to release a few mods this year. I'm not going to tell you what they are just yet, but be patient, and eventually they will get released to the world. Yeah. In fact, I believe the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack, I think that fixes the run sound. I'm not sure. I'll have to watch the video again. I actually didn't. I actually tried not to watch that video because it showed some of the Brighton Mainline, and I want to have some surprises and stuff like that. Actually, before I purchased this route, I actually did drive from London to Brighton before, although that was part of the South London to Brighton route by Danny, because I had the South London network route, but I didn't have the London to Brighton route. But at the same time, you could drive from London to Brighton, except there was no scenery, but there were tracks. Like, there were actually tracks, and I believe a few bridges, I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah. It's pretty cool. Soon we'll be coming up on Gatwick Airport. Aw, we have to go down 70? That's mean. It's gonna just slow down just a bit. Okay. Gonna put on 39% throttle and just cruise down the line at this speed. Okay, so here's the EWF. Those are pretty windy. Ooh, look at that, some windy tracks. It's lots of fun. And only a handful of you will know where that comes from. Here's Gatwick Airport. This is quite a cool place. This is Gatwick Airport. I believe there's an airport near here. Check that out. There's a, I think that's the modern day British Railway logo on the top. Actually, if we look around, we might see some planes. There they are! Look at that. There's some planes around here. Plane Airwaves. Fly plane. That's one way to name planes. Where's the train now? Ooh, let's check this out. Okay, we can't check out too much because we're about to lose our train. There's a pretty big parking lot, which looks pretty poorly detailed. But yeah, that's what the Gatwick Airport looks like in Train Simulator. Ooh, what's that? Oh, I thought those were train tracks or something. Those are actually roads. Also, you can see there's no pantograph. So this train looks like that there should be a pantograph over there, but there is none. But I do believe that what was I saying? I do believe that there is actually a car that's included as a pantograph. Hang on, I just noticed something. Wait a second. Let me check something. So how many cars this train actually have? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this isn't a 12 car. This is a 9-car train. Huh. Probably put it to 8 then. This is a 9-car train. Huh. I forgot about that. I don't even know what this train was, because it's actually been quite some time since I've actually set the scenario up. Like, when I originally set up the scenario, I did some things. I did do a bit of editing in the scenario today in preparation for the live stream, but, you know. And there was actually one more thing that I was gonna do before this live stream, but unfortunately I forgot to do it. But, oh well, it's not a big deal. I'll probably fully showcase what I was gonna do in the future anyways. I might be able to do it with a know-how. Here's 3 bridges. That's a pretty nice name. Pretty nice name for a station. Three bridges. I don't know why I like that name. 3 bridges, because I believe that there's that. I think it does have a purpose. Like, I think there are indeed 3 bridges from here to someplace else. Oh, I saw a platform. Well, there's a little yard over here. Yeah, the textures on this route are a bit interesting. I mean, it is an old route, but... Oops. Good thing I watched out for the, thingy. Oh, we have another interlock coming up. I'm just gonna put 20% throttle. 20%. So coming up, and speed up to the next signal light. I'm gonna go to 62%. Yeah, single yellow. So I presume we have an interlocking coming up. I'm gonna slow under the speed limit. I'm not sure how much this is gonna be. I guess we're gonna find out shortly. Yeah, when's the signal actually? Oh, it's actually a. Why is it red? Wait, they're not actually red. Why are we coming up on a red light? Yeah, we literally just. Yeah, we should just be able to go right through. So I don't know why signal light is red. Let's see, what if I tap? Okay, signal is approved. Alright, so we're gonna just approve that 25. Yeah, I guess there's that thing, although it's set in the wrong way. That's not realistic. Okay, hang on a second. Speed limit can be 25 through here or something. 70. So that slowing down was for nothing. Great. Yeah, because if I check, we are going cleanly onto the other track. So I don't know why Train Simulator is confused around that. Yeah, this game's a bit weird. So back up to the 70 we go. After whatever the heck that was supposed to be. There's another little level crossing that looks incomplete, so I guess you can. Whoops, that's the wrong button. I guess you could walk here and then walk across the track. I'm not entirely sure why we want to do that, but hey, you can. Oh, are you serious? There's another. Now it's thrown into emergency. This game is really confused. Yeah, they're all green from here on out, so. Ah, stupid game. And now this comes on. Except you can't click any of these. Alright, let's go. And then it goes off, okay. And you can't press any of the buttons on that screen over there. Yeah. I would like to see this train remade though, because you know 375 or 377 Extra Star, it's not that bad of a train, but you know still could use some improvements. Oh, I believe there's also a. I think this train also has like a wheel glitch where I think on one of the coaches, I'm not entirely sure which coach it is, but there's a glitch where the wheels don't turn. I think it's like the third coach in the set, the one, like the middle coach without the pantograph thing. We're almost to Brighton. Yeah, that was a tunnel sound, which isn't too realistic either. This train in general isn't super, well, this route in general is not super realistic. I mean, you know, I'm sure it was pretty cool at the time, but compared to right now, there's a few things on this route that aren't so understand. Like, you know, there's a million 2D trees around here. I mean, this is a nice looking route, but at the same time, it's old. I'm on Balcone platform 2. So I believe we're almost to Brighton. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, almost there. Another few miles, actually. Balcone platform. Actually, let's get a flyby shot with this train now. The train sounds cool when it goes by, though. So let's see. So let's make one last sprint before we have to slow down for Brighton. Check this out. This is pretty cool. The bridge way above the actual ground. That looks very cool. Let's go full speed. Come on. Final sprint to Brighton. See if we can reach 100. Come on, train. "95 miles per hour. Hello there, Nathan Neil Lee. Welcome to the show. We're in the 377 Electro Star. Now flying through Hayward's Heath. We're nearly at 100. Come on, train. We only have so much straight track to go. I believe there's now a nice long straight track before Brighton. Do 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 do. .3, we're almost there. Come on, train, just a bit faster. 99.4. There's level crossing. So it's pretty cool. And then 4. Almost there to the 100. This train struggles to reach the 100 miles per hour. I think the thing can do it. It's just struggling to do it. Come on, train, go faster than this. Come on, I know you can. .5 as you go through Burgess Hill. Yeah, I think the ground now is completely flat. So we might need a bit of a downhill to help us reach the 100. Because I know this train can do it, but it's just struggling. 99.5. But let's say somewhere the train can do 100. It says 100. Yeah, it says 100, so yeah. This opens, surprisingly. So there are a few functions in the cab of this train actually work. I think that, yeah, they see emergency brake, don't want to. Don't. 99.5 Hassex. Not sure what this station is pronounced. Take a look at the map here. We're almost there. 9.5. Ugh. Close to making it. Let's see progress in the scenario just in case. And 9.5. 99.5, come on, train! You're so close. Way uphill just a tiny bit. I have the slight feeling that it can do 90, although it's just struggling to do it. We come up on... Check this out. That's the most stylish tunnel entrance in the world. Look at that. The edge of a castle. That is the most stylish tunnel entrance in the world. Right there. Well, the tunnel section didn't load properly for a while. That's a bit unrealistic. Yeah, we're about to split laps. So we reached 99.5 miles an hour, so almost 100, but not quite. Okay, let's just coast for right now. I think we'll let the train gracefully coast along the line. Yeah, we're almost at Brighton. So we had some fun in the 377, and crazily enough, we were driving in 377, number 213, so 213, you know what that means. Yeah, it's like the game knew, in a way. Yeah, we'll sit on to 75. Bye. Okay, we can go faster than this. $70. Cool. Preston Park. Soon come up on 40. Preston Park, platform 3. Platform, stop. That's an interesting bridge. Yeah, soon coming up on 25. As we'll soon be entering Brighton. Hey look, I got the AWS that time. Guess now it's warning us of the lower speed limit. Oh my goodness, that looks very unrealistic. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a thing there. That looks very unrealistic indeed. What about the other end? Oh, there's a clock there, that's pretty cool. Oh, it's going on that end. That's weird. So we're coming up on the 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. And then 25. And 0. Can we do 20 now? No. Do 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 do. There's a yellow. Now we're red. So we'll soon be arriving in Brighton. Yes, indeed. Do 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 do. Now the game's being weird again. Lovely. Okay, let's go down to game. Hello. Game is frozen up. Ah. And now the game is having a terrible reaction as we enter Brighton. Good job, Train Sim. Now the game's caught up with itself. I don't know why the game was doing that there. Actually, maybe I do, and now it's just going into emergency brake, even though I'm clearly acknowledging the law, and now the game is just breaking up. You know what, fine, let's just go on to do. Are we supposed to be going where we're going? I sure hope we are. Right in platform 5. Oh. Oh, there's everything up there. Let's see what we can do. Oh, you gotta be joking. I hate this so much. Well, we might as well click on this train over here. Yeah, here we are in Brighton. Let's pretend that the train actually made it, and now it's just doing stuff. But, yeah, here we are in Brighton. This is our next train for the day. Class 460. This game is so stupid today. Yep, I got the Class 460 on a sale. Yes, indeed, it was quite a nice price. And once again, the game is having many problems indeed. Now let's wait for the stupid game to catch up to us again. Do 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 do. I don't know why this game is having so many problems today, but whatever. See, the other train moving now. Oh, you look at that train caught up with itself. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, 377 is not doing what's told to do, and we're just gonna wait here. In the meantime, I'm gonna set this bad boy up. Train is quite cool, so let's log in. So, let's see, so we have currently 985 subscribers. I'm gonna wait to log in just for a few minutes. Instead of by now arriving in Brighton. Okay, let's just save progress. I actually named the service 387 knockoff because it looks so much like a Class 387, doesn't it? Now, okay, now our signal's great green. Okay, good. Alright, so let's just log in. Oops. Okay, so I guess whenever the train goes weird, like, you know, for example, if you wait for a certain amount of time on the Class 460, the train decides to react in a bad way. So if it ever does that, just go into 0% throttle up here, and then go back to forward. That's gonna cause everything to reset itself. Okay, so the train is setting itself up. We're now gonna enter our code, so we have. So currently I have 985 subscribers, gonna go 09850. And the login code, this can be anything that you want to, so we're gonna press enter code. And that's good. Alright. Now we've logged into our train. Train is set up and ready to go. I think I hope it is. Let's just open the doors first. Doors open, please. So it says the doors have opened, but nothing green on the side of the train. Actually, it's because of this reason. Let's see. So, doors. Oh, it's opened them up on the left. Darn it. That's the left door, so where's the right doors? Let's just close. Yeah, the Class 460, it's a very weird train to drive, but that's because it was made by Master Key Simulations in a way. So let's see, so we're not in service. Oh, for goodness sake. I wish you would stop resetting yourself, train. Seriously. Okay, so I guess if it does that... Oh, do we put in the master key? Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm learning this train, though. See, contact signal. Do not move until authorized to do so. Yeah, this train can be a bit confusing. It seems that this train, it's a very weird train. So let's take a look. Let's see, approved. Okay, good. So that should be that other way, isn't it? Default. Everything's okay. All right, so let's do train service number. So this is, I think this is 0092, and enter train info. And progress. Number service modified. Okay. Long announcement. But yeah, I didn't think this thing had announcements. That's pretty cool. Okay, contact signaler. Let's just tab again. Okay, for some reason this tab only works. I think it's shift tab. No control. I don't know what's up with this thing. This pass signal danger approved. So we've contacted our signaler. So what's going on with the train? I don't know. Okay, let's just S1, F1. Okay, good. So we're now learning to Victoria. Okay, good. So we take a look at the outside of the train. We are currently now learning Victoria to. That's kind of cool. Oops. Anyway. Okay. I'm currently icing right now. I'm currently icing right now. Live streaming. Alright, so it seems that this train doesn't like it when you turn off the safety system, so hopefully we're ready to go. Also, in the Class 460 pack, you also get the Class 73 locomotive in 2 different paint jobs, being Southern and Gatwick Express. And with London Brighton, you also get the Class 450, and yeah, for some reason it's marked as AI train, which is a bit weird. So guys, it seems that the Class 460 has a bit of a weird feature where apparently an alarm goes off, but then you can't seem to reset it for some odd reason. And but if you press Control D on the keyboard, it isolates these safety systems. As you can see, a light over here has illuminated. So clearly I'm over the speed limit, but since the safety systems have isolated, the train isn't doing anything. It seems you press this, that's the train stop override button, which I believe is what resets all the alarm systems and stuff. Yeah, this train here is a bit difficult to master, but at the same time it's all realistic in a way. So we're currently 10 miles away, or 11 miles away from London Victoria, which is our final destination for today, at least for this train. And then after that, we'll be jumping onto another train, and I can show you guys a little something which is quite cool. Yes, indeed. I haven't been talking for the past while because honestly there really isn't that much to talk about, and so if this is a bit boring, yeah. Okay, I am back now talking once again. Yeah, again, I do apologize for the long pause. Uh, I was gonna have it up next, but yeah, well, something. Coming through Selhurst. And for some odd reason, we were sent into a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit as we went through East Croydon. Not sure why we could have been sent onto the fast line, but yeah, whatever. So we're almost at London Victoria. I'd say this has been a pretty good live stream, you know, other than the talking, although the Class 460, it's such an amazing piece of equipment. Well, it's amazing, but there's a few things about this train that I'm not entirely sure about. Like, you know, 3 times on this journey, or the alarm went off, and when I tried to reset the alarm, it didn't do anything. So, um, I'm not sure. No, I'm pretty sure that there is a button combination that resets the alarm whenever it does go off. I'm not entirely sure what it is though, because I haven't read the manual. Yep, I'm going into this completely blind, but I bet you that, you know. But then again, the manual with this train really isn't that easy to read. Like, you know, this train, it does come with a manual, but I really don't like the manual that comes with this train that much. It really doesn't explain this train too well. I actually did go and look at the manual for this train, except I immediately didn't really look at it too much, because to be honest, there's about 60 pages in the manual, and most of them go into a bunch of stuff like, like, I really wish that they had thought out the manual better, and instead of just telling, hey, this is how you do this is how you do that, and all these other table of content and stuff, like, just give us like a simple amount of stuff, like just tell us all the button combinations and how to drive the train, you know, there's 60 pages for this train, but I'm pretty sure that everything that there is to do in this train can be summed up in about 10 pages, to be honest. So, there is a PDF file that comes with this train. You could probably search it up online. If I think it's possible to search it up online. I'm not entirely sure, but this train, it's not that easy to drive, to be honest. Well, it is easy to drive, but only as long as you do everything right. Like, if you do something wrong, then, the train's gonna backfire on you, which is why I've had to turn off the safety system, because I don't really know the safety systems in this train too well, so I've turned them off for now. I will probably learn how to drive this train and learn how to control the safety systems and stuff, but, if you're too lazy to learn all that stuff, then, I guess you can just put in your code and then put in the train number and then just drive on your way, and you can turn off the safety system so nothing comes backfire on you. I believe to do that, you have to actually you have to press train stop override, and then you can press Control D on the keyboard, and that will disable the safety systems, and you can do whatever you want without the train going completely and utterly stupid. And also, on the reverser, there's actually four different ways of going about with the reverser. Yeah, so there's actually like a 0% above the 100% on the reverser, and you want to try not to do that while in motion, because then what you have to do is that it basically resets the train, and then as soon as you go back into 100% reverser, then you have to redo everything. Like, you have to put in your password, then you have to put in your train number. Like, well, you don't necessarily. Oh, dude, this is pretty cool, the train. Would you look at that? There's stuff on the bracelet clips right through the train. Yeah. Yeah, I believe this train is supposed to be tailor-made for this route, because this is, to be honest, this is the only route that this train was ever run on, or at least when it was known as the Class 460. Yeah. Yeah, one thing, I've said this before in a live stream, but I'll say it again today just because this is specifically what we're doing for today. The Class 460, only, I think about 8 of these were ever made. I'm not entirely sure how many of these were ever made. I think about 8 of them. I'm not entirely sure. I will go on the Wikipedia and research this train, because I really do like the Class 460. Like, it just looks awesome in a way. Like, in fact, I say that the Class 460 is probably like my second favorite British train of all time. I know that the Class 460 doesn't exist anymore, and now it's been turned into a 458, and now it runs near Southwest Trains. I don't know. I really don't understand why the thing that I still don't understand is why they needed to scrap the Class 460. Well, not scrap it. Like, all they really did was with the Class 460 is that they scrapped the 2 end cars. The baggage car and the other car at the end. Those 2 were scrapped, and the other coaches were taken and converted into Class 458s and used on the Southwest Trains in the Portsmouth Direct Line, I think it is. I'm not exactly sure where the Class 458s run now, but was it really necessary, to be honest? I mean, the Class 460s, they were built in 2001 and then retired in 2012, so they only lasted 12 years in service, which is pathetic, Like, my requirement for a train is at least 30 years of service. Like, again, these Class 460s, they only lasted 12 years in service. I think my minimum requirement, like, if I was building a train, or if I was running a train company, I guess you could say, the minimal runtime for a train would be 30 years. Because, I feel like 30 years is a good, or 30 or 40 years is a good runtime for a train to be running, because that's how long the AEM7 lasted, and that's how long most other trains lasted as well. But the 460, like the 460, it probably still had some years of service left in it, but again, they came along and just scrapped it all. I don't understand why, though. That's the thing. It's like, why? Why was that done? Why were they scrapped? Why were they turned into 458s? I don't know. So we have Rick S in the chat saying this live stream is stuff. First of all, Rick S, that is very rude. And secondly, I do know that I need to get a graphics card. However, I can't afford one right now, so if you want me to get a graphics card, how about you send me the money? I know that's not entirely possible, but still. So, Yeah, so if any of you want to deliver positive or well feedback at all, like if any of you watching this video want to deliver feedback to me, positive or negative, do it in a polite way. Like don't just say this live stream is rubbish because reasons. Give if when you give your feedback, do it in a polite way because it helps. I mean, yeah, this is the internet. You can say pretty much anything you want, whether it be polite or impolite, but it does help to be polite. I'll say that. Also, I don't know why we're still on the slow line. I mean, we're going slow. We're only four. Oh dear, that may have been a bad thing. Exit out. I'm gonna say progress. Yeah, I don't know why in the world we're on the slow track. We should be on the center track, going fast. I don't know why that's happening. Of course, it's gonna take us someplace where I don't know about or something like that. I don't know what's up with today, but yeah, we're almost at London Victoria, so it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, the Class 460. It takes some getting used to. Like, I'll admit that when I first got the Class 460, I went into it completely blind. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Eventually I did get this train moving, but that's because I watched a video done on the Class 460. Like, Moment978, he did a video showcasing the Class 460, and I do thank Mr. Moment978 for doing so because, there were some things that I didn't know about the Class 460. Like, when I first got into the Class 460, I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing. So I don't know if the train was breaking down or something. No, it was because I had to do a bunch of stuff in preparation to get this train moving and stuff like that, So this train, it can take some getting used to, I'll say that. But it is realistic. I do appreciate Master Key Simulations for putting all the effort into this train. Like, yeah, one thing I haven't mentioned today is that the Class 460 for Train Simulator isn't actually made by Dovetail Games. It was actually made by a new company in the crop, which is called Master Key Simulations. And Master Key Simulations are currently making some trains for Train Simulator. So far, the Class 460 is the only train that has been released so far by Master Key Simulations. However, they do have a few other trains in development. Like, I believe that now Master Key Simulations are making, as we go into the most unusual place ever, it's a bit weird. Master Key Simulations are currently developing a class 185 and a reworked Class 47, which is quite cool. And I think that Master Key Simulations, they're also making a reworked Class 43 HST. Well, at least they announced it on their Facebook page. And yeah, so if you are in fact, if you are on Facebook, do go follow Master Key Simulations on there because that's where you hear all the announcements and stuff like that. Like, originally, earlier in 2017, they originally announced the Class 460, and then later in the year, they actually brought it to Steam, and which is nice to know, so yes. And they even put it in the Train Simulator Pro range, and this train, it definitely deserves to be in the Train Simulator Pro range, as it is pretty complicated to drive, and, it's definitely not worth going to this train blind. You should do a bit of research on this train before you actually drive it properly. Also, we're going in a very interesting section part of London and stuff like that, so, yeah. So we're almost at Brighton, or we're almost at London Victoria, so we will have gone there and back again on this route, and that's definitely a good thing that I did go there and back again, because this route it's so short. Like, it's only 50 miles, and those 50 miles can be completed well, the fastest time, it can be done under 45 minutes, or 35 minutes. Obviously, I've gone a bit slower. Also, M's toy review was turned up earlier. Yeah, so shout out to M's toy review. Couldn't give you the shout out before because I was, there was some stuff going on in the background in a way. But yeah, thankfully when this live stream is over, I get to, do something else, and yeah. Because yesterday I was doing a certain something. I'm not gonna say what it is yet, but you will find out on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Let's just say that. And also, you also saw that I was breaking the speed limit. I was trying to, push this train to the limit, see how fast this train could go. It managed to reach 116 miles per hour before the safety systems kicked in and the train just slowed. Actually, that's that true? I'm not entirely sure. But I will give this train a proper test run in the future. Okay, coming into London Victoria. The other end of the Brighton Mainline. But this section that we're driving on right now, this is also part of the South London Network route. In fact, this In fact, most of the part between London Victoria and the other part I don't remember. Um, it was, it's really heavily deprived from from the Mellon to Brighton to South London Network, if you know what I'm saying. Also, the wipers are a bit weird. Like, you actually have to find the thing to turn them off, which is a bit weird. Although I do like the run sounds on this train. Like, you know how the 377 we were driving earlier, how there was barely any features? This train's the complete opposite. This train has a million things I can do. Like the cool thing about the Class 460 is that almost all of these buttons work and actually do things. Like there is so much in this train that is simulated. Like, I'm sure that Dovetail would never thought of this. Heck, I might even go as far as saying that Armstrong Powerhouse, they probably would be like, oh my goodness, this train is so well detailed. I mean, Armstrong Powerhouse, they've made some pretty detailed trains in the past, but nothing anywhere as good as this. Like Master Key Simulations, they definitely did a fantastic job when making the Class 460, and I'm sure they'll do the same, and I'm sure that they'll do the same amount of a good job when they release the Class 185 and reworked 47. And I say reworked because there already is a couple of Class 47s in the game. I believe there's one included. I believe there's one in the Kuju Asset Pack, or the European Kuju Asset Pack, and there's the one included in the Classic Virgin Trains DLC thing. And I believe there might be a couple of other Class 47s available somewhere in the world of Steam and add-ons and stuff like that. Ooh, I should have slowed down a bit earlier. We're going to slow down now, because the brakes in this train are quite good. Yeah, I do believe that there's a few other Class 47s in the game already, but Magic Simulations are now making what will be a reworked Class 47, and I hope that it makes it to Steam. Yes, indeed. Here we are in London, Victoria. Also, this train's a bit weird how, like, you press T, and when you press T, it opens, like, it does the stuff that it does when you open up the passengers, but inside you actually have to open up doors in the cab, so I believe that's on the left. There's the right door, so the doors will open on the left. Okay, good, so we'll do that. Also, I love the fact that this train has programmed announcements. That is so cool, and it even recognized that we're here at London Victoria. Like the detail in the Class 47 is just impressive. Yeah, apart from Boost Complete, like I think I have found a new favorite training tradesman. Like, I think the Class 43, not Class 43, the Class 460 would have to win the top spot of my favorite train. Whereas this train is not on any third-party website. No, this train, you can get it directly from Steam, and you can install it into the game, and happy days, you know? And there's also a free reskin pack made by Master Key Simulations themselves. So anyway, oh, now we need to close the doors. Actually, close the doors. Does that actually work? There we go. The microphone was turned on. I believe it is. Let me make sure real quick. And then we have one more thing to do, and that'll be the end of the live stream. Yeah, it's happening right now. Okay, good. So, that's all for the Class 460. I definitely will do another live stream on the Class 460, because the Class 460 is just such an amazing piece of equipment. But now we're done with the Class 460 for now, for today's live stream. And now as the game is lagging, now we need to drive one more train, and all the way back here. You may have gotten a glimpse of this train earlier in the live stream, but it's now here. And the Class 450, it's been marked as AI train here. Oh, here. Train not doing weird stuff. Yeah, wait. And the 450, it's a bit weird. Actually, it does have a cab. It does. What about a horn? I love how the thing does that. That's kind of cool. But yeah, this is the Class 450. Yeah, the horn is a bit messed up in a way. Actually, is the cab light turned on? These buttons even do anything. Yeah. I don't know. I remember that the Class 450. This does come with London to Brighton, but they've marked it as just an AI train. And while there are many, many features they can't even do, because I believe the Class 450 actually goes all the way back to 2010 when it was released with the Portsmouth Direct line. So, anyways, enough messing about. So let's drive it. Yeah, this train really shows its age. Look at that. That doesn't even go the right way. Maybe that's how it is. I don't know. Let's see. Is that a passenger view? Nope. Yeah, and also this train is actually part of the Desiro family. Although it certainly doesn't sound like a Desiro train. I believe that the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack fixes that. Oh, nuts. I should have checked if the door was open. Hang on. Stop. I know this is a bit silly, but for the sake of science. Come on, train. Stop. Also, why does the backspace button trigger the... I don't know. Yeah, the shoes are on the wrong way. I know this is silly, but I'm doing it for the sake of science. Does the class 450 open up its doors? That's the class 450. Without any branding on it. Yeah, this would have the Southwest Trains branding, although I don't think they could get the Southwest Trains license, so they were like, we'll just put it in without any branding on it. Let's take a look. Let's just stop the train and open up the doors. I think we have to be further to see. I know this is silly, but it's for the sake of science. Remember that. Yeah, this train really shows its age. Like, the textures are very, very bad. Oh my goodness me, this train looks awful. Yeah, this train was made back in 2010, but man, oh man. Look at how bad that looks. Yeah, the doors work. Those sounds are realistic. So yeah, this train isn't entirely terrible. In fact, the only real terrible thing about this train is that's a bit weird, is the sounds and the textures. Like, oh my goodness, the textures are very out of date. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that these textures were cool for the time, but I can see now why they marked this as an AI train, because, to be honest, this train, it works fine as a, um, as a train. Like you can drive this train if you want to, but I can see why. Yeah, the door cells aren't too bad though, but I can see why they marked this as an AI train, because they do not want you driving this train just because of how bad it looks. And to be honest, oops, that's the wrong way. It's supposed to be going somewhere. Before we do, let's just stop the train real quick, because something we need to check. Okay, this is actually the right way. Oh no, we can't. I want to be on this track. Oh, too late now. Okay, whatever. We can work with this. But yeah, I can see why they have only marked it as an air train. Like that doesn't even work. Like this train really shows its age. The message key actually works, but it doesn't make any sound. Ooh, check this out. I saw this right now. Classic Collection, Great British Train. Ooh, that's a Flying Scotsman. You've got Black 5 and a Saddle Tank engine. Yeah, so this is actually a train part of the Desiro family. Although the Desiro sounds aren't realistic. Well, they are kind of realistic, but only at the rolling for the first 50 miles per hour. Um, like I will say, the Armstrong Powerhouse with their Class 360, 444, and 450 sound pack. That sound pack does do a good job. In fact, I'd say a great job at capturing the sounds of the Desiro, especially the distinctive UFO sound. Like, I think my favorite sound, I think now my favorite train sound of all time, is the sound of the distinctive UFO sound that these Desiro trains make when they accelerate from 0 up to about 30 miles per hour. Well, they call the distinctive UFO sound. I'm not really sure about it. Hold on. Class 350. No, this is a 450 actually, as you see right here. But I mean, yeah, Clid Gaming has turned up. Hello there, Clid. Welcome to the show. This is a Class 450, not actually a 350. But the only reason why I'm driving this train is because it's included with London to Brighton, and there's some things that I want to test out, like like the 450, the 450. Again, it was advertised as being an AI train, and you can drive it perfectly as a regular train. But no, it's very old, I'll say. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'll switch to cabs. Also notice there's an error. It says RPM values. Like it says 0 RPM, even though this is an electric train. Like, or maybe, who knows, maybe it's a hybrid or something. I don't know what this thing is supposed to be, but all I know for sure is that it's filled with errors. I mean, yeah, this train is from the year 2010, so I can kind of give it a break. But, oh my goodness. But, you know, I guess if you own London to Brighton, but not Portsmouth Direct Line, if you want to drive the Class 450, it's most likely included in, well, it's included with London to Brighton. However, you can't select this train from the Quick Drive selection. You have to either make a custom Quick Drive consist or access it from the scenario editor. Anyways, this journey is almost over. You thought we were going to crash there, but no, not quite. Right now we're in a section of this route which is very underseen. But that's fine because we're about to come to a place where there is a bunch of glorious stuff. Yes. It's not the end of the line. You'll find out what it is. But today's live stream has definitely been fun. Ooh. Look at that. Huh. The bogies don't even tipping away. The wheels do turn though. So this train isn't super poorly detailed. I guess it's something. I'm sorry, Bruce says, I'm back. Hello there. I am back as well. My voice is returned. Show. Yes. Funny again. Great. Game. Respond. Ah. I think I know what's going on now. Alright, game, do your magic. This game, man. Let's slow it down. Come on. This train. I think I know what the game is getting so laggy now. You make me feel you're a rock star. This game. Okay, now the game's gonna catch up with itself. But check these out. There's also a free reskin pack for the Class 460, as you can see here. You've got the Continental Airlines, and you've got Delta Sky Team paint job, and the Emirates paint job. It seems these paint jobs are very intensive on train sims, so ooh, check this out. Twice daily to New York and Boston. That's kind of cool. I think this might be my favorite paint scheme in all of the reskin pack, just because of how cool it looks. It's blue. It's just such a cool paint job, really. Like Continental Airlines, it's just so cool. But of course, I also like this paint job here because it's got an apple on it, and it's got some very nice looking coaches indeed. I've only just gotten all these reskins today, so I haven't driven them in full detail, but I most certainly will now. And I don't have stuff, so yeah, this is from Gatwick to the heart of the Big Apple, daily to New York. So JFK, they even have an apple on there. Okay, so it's like advertising New York City and stuff like that. It's cool. I really like these reskins now. And this must be advertising Emirates. Look at that, this cool painting. This is so cool. Catch the fast train to China. Yeah, these are like, I think these are actually the three advertising liveries that the Class 460 was in over its period. And this is a free reskin pack that you can download straight off of the Master Key Simulations Facebook page. Yeah, so that's that. And we also have some 387s, yes indeed. So yeah, those are the Class 460 reskin packs. I also downloaded these reskins just today as well. These are 4 different Class 387 reskins that I downloaded in preparation for today. So we have the 387 variant 1, which is the Thameslink 387. We have a 387 variant 3, which is the C2C1. We also have another 387 variant 1, which is GWR, and 387 variant 2, which is the Gatwick Express paint job. I figured I would download these 387s today, just because I'm going to be heavily using these going into the future, and I decided to include the Gatwick Express one because, you know, this is a possibility as well. And it's also got, this is the 387 with the pantograph and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. And I will definitely be doing, I definitely do have to do some videos on the 387 going into the future. You know, it's cool. So I just want to show you that just for the live stream ended because it seems that this game really begins, but this game seems to be really acting up now. So I'm just gonna. Oh my goodness, this was a terrible mistake. Okay, well we can even go 360 degrees if we want to. That's interesting. Okay, let's go. So now it's gonna tap train crash. Yeah, I'm not really sure why the game was lagging so much, but I know. So today we had some fun with Class 460 and some stuff, so definitely nice to drive the Class 460. But yeah, so that's good. So next week we'll be someplace else in the world of Train Simulator. Not sure where that will be, but it should be exciting. So next weekend there will be a live stream on Saturday, but no live stream on Sunday, because Sunday is going to be the day of the NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Clash, which is going to be the first sausage race of the season. And then after that weekend there might be no live streams because it'll be the Daytona 500 weekend or stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen, but definitely stuff indeed. So today we learned that the Class 450 in Train Simulator is very old. You know. Look at the trucks. They don't even like move and like they don't even turn vertically, if you know what I mean. Like they turn horizontally, but not vertically. That just shows how old this train is. I'm guessing the Portsmouth Direct Line must be a really flat route or something like that, if they're too lazy to detail that stuff. But yeah, so the 450. You know, obviously it's included with London to Brighton, but is only used for AI trains, so there are no standard scenarios or career scenarios that utilize the Class 450 that comes with London to Brighton. And if you won't, and if you do want to drive this train, you'll have to make a quick drive contest of your own, or place it in a scenario editor and drive it that way in a free roam scenario. But anyways, now it's time to crash, and that'll be the official end of the live stream. So the Brighton Mainline special, it's been fun. Definitely, drove 2 trains, one of which that I kind of already drove before, and the other one which is just awesome in every single way. Well, and then obviously the Class 450, which is, I can, like this train. So today we've answered the question, and the answer is yes, you can drive the Class 450 that comes with London to Brighton, but beware of textures and stuff that look very ancient, to be honest. But now, time to end off the live stream in 2013 fashion, the way that he usually does it. Up to the buffers we go. How fast we go before we reach the end of the line, though. Turn 63. But I might do something else. This isn't yeah, we're gonna come up the track, and there's buffers in the way, and into the buffer, and the game's frozen. Broke train simulator. Yep. I think it's safe to say that we broke the game. The game is not responding. Come on. Yep. Great. Well, not really much point wasting our time with the. So, I guess I'll make an announcement. So this won't be the last of the live stream that I do on the Brighton Mainline. I definitely do want to come back to this place in the future and drive a couple of other trains, which I have planned out. But that's gonna happen some point in the future, but probably not too much in the distant future, if you know what I mean. But yeah, the train simulator is officially frozen up. I can't do anything else. I've officially broken the game. Yeah, don't put too many reskins in your thing though, or else it could cause many problems and stuff like that. Very resource intensive in a way. But anyways, guys, that's all for this live stream. I guess we'll just end it here now. Oh, wait. Oh. The game took so long that I actually came up with player train derailed. Didn't see the actual crash. Oh well, whatever. But anyways, guys, that is all for this live stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you were able to stay to the end, then congratulations, because this live stream was pretty long. But that is all for today's live stream. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to join the new Discord server in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.